My name is Michael Lewis. I teach here at the high school, band director at the high school, and teach an hour at Sashbaugh Middle School. I've been teaching here in Clarkston since 1995, and I attended Central Michigan University.
My name is Jessica Tomaszicki. I teach elementary music at Andersonville and Springfield Plains Elementary. And I actually went through Clarkston schools and was a Dolphin myself at Springfield Plains.
Hi, I'm Lynn Larson. I'm a school social worker and I work at Clarkston Junior High School. I've been with Clarkston since 2010.
Hi, I'm Pat Kent. I teach physical education at Sashbaugh Middle School. I teach both 6th and 7th grade, and I'm a Warrior, Wayne State Warrior.
My name is Courtney Lauer, and I'm a special education teacher at Springfield Plains Elementary. I'm a Central Michigan grad and an OU grad.
I'm Susan Joseph. I'm a special education teacher at Clarkston Junior High School. I teach 8th grade co-taught science and 9th grade project-based history and ELA along with the support class. I moved to Clarkston in 1999, been teaching here since then, and I'm a University of Toledo graduate.
Hi, my name is Beth Patton. I teach STEAM at SMS, both 6th and 7th grade, and I'm a Spartan.
Hi, my name is Lane Hurd. I'm a physical education teacher at Clarkston Elementary. I've been here for 6 years now, and I've been in 4 different buildings as well across the district. I'm a Grand Valley State Laker alum.
Hi, I'm Wendy Stewart. I teach orchestra, grades 7 through 12, and I've been here for 17 years now, and I graduated from Eastern Michigan University and the University of Michigan.
Hi, I'm Katie Lambert. I'm a physical education teacher at Clarkston High School. This is my 12th year in the district, and I graduated from Michigan State University. Go Green!
Hi, I'm Allison Fachola. I'm a special education teacher at Pine Ave Elementary, and I am also a Clarkston graduate.
Hi, my name is Nicole Cruz. I'm a special education teacher at Andersonville Elementary. I am a behavior support teacher, and I graduated from Grand Valley State University.
Hi, I'm Kim Strader. I work at Independence Elementary as a special education teacher. This is my 10th year in the district, and I went to Oakland University.
Hi, I'm Jessica Hall. I am the subject area coordinator for the district. I also teach at Renaissance High School. This is my 13th year with Clarkston Community Schools. I'm a graduate of Western Michigan University and have a master's from Wayne State University.
Hi, I'm Emily Grammatico. I teach at Clarkston Junior High School. I teach 8th and 9th grade ESL, English as a second language, and I also teach Spanish 2 to 9th graders. I have been here for 12 years at Clarkston Community Schools. I'm a graduate of Western Michigan University, and I also got my master's at Oakland University.
My parents were both teachers, my mother and my father. My mom was a phys ed teacher in another district where we grew up at, and I used to go to work with her all the time and have a great time with her, and she influenced my life when it comes to sports and everything else. My father, I had him as a biology teacher at the high school, and I've never seen so many people love a person like they love my dad, and I could be half of what he is, be a great person and a great teacher.
My mother was also a teacher, and ever since I was a little kid, memories, I remember going into her classroom and knew at that age that that's just what was going to happen.
I was a really nervous kid in elementary school, and when I got to 4th grade, I had Dee Smith at Springfield Plains, and she really made me love school, and I just really wanted to make other kids love school the way she made me feel.
I'm not a teacher, I'm a social worker, but my mom growing up was kind of a social worker of sorts. She was a patient advocate, and just seeing her help people and make a big difference in their lives made me want to go into helping people, and I also love school, so I just combined the two, and here I am.
I'm passionate about running, and I was out with my 1-year-old son in the stroller running down Snow Apple, and I ran into a pack of girls that were running by, kind of waved and just went on my way, and the next morning I received the most, the best email I've ever received. It was from one of my former students from 5th grade, so it's been about 4 years since I taught her, and she told me that I helped her find her true passion in running, and that she was so appreciative of my influence in her life. And I think that finding your true passion is just one of those special moments in life, and that I could play a role in that made me know that I was in the right place at the right time to help influence her life.
And one student, he came over from Guatemala, so I got him right when he came to Clarkston, right when he came to Michigan. And I worked with him for 2 years. And then I kind of hopped over to Renaissance High School and helped him a little bit there too. And years went by, I never heard from him, and I heard stories about him. Then just randomly I received an email from him thanking me. And he said, "I'm sorry I fooled around. I'm sorry I didn't take things seriously, but I get it now."
I was teaching my first year in elementary. I had a 4th grade student who was completely nonverbal, and his parents spoke a second language as well. And about halfway through the year, we were doing a rotation and working on number identification, and he just started to talk in 4th grade after not saying anything ever. That was my aha moment, realizing that hard work and perseverance can help any student.
After my first year of teaching, I was working with Mike Lewis at our Clarkston Middle School Music Camp project, and I had one previous student who was a 6th grader, and he stood up in front of everyone and said, "If it weren't for Miss Dawkins, I never would have picked the clarinet and continued music in middle school."
Just getting those emails from former students, I think really just kind of keeps that energy going. You hear from the kids what they've gotten out of the experiences that they had here, either in your class or just in other activities that we have going on with them. I think that's those moments that really, make everything that much more worth it.
One moment that comes to mind is just when a parent came to me and said, "Thank you for all that you've done for my child, and our life at home is better, and I can see him thriving now." And so for me, it's seeing the impact not only on the kid, but also on the family.
I'm pretty fortunate to see an aha moment at the end of every school year. I teach at Renaissance High School. We have a unique population. A lot of them have been very defeated in public school or in their schooling and don't necessarily have good learning experiences that they remember. So for them to get the diploma and walk across the stage and see their faces and hear their stories is just, it's amazing. If you've never been to a Renaissance High School graduation, it is a very heartfelt ceremony.
One of my goals is always to make sure all students are active, and my moment is when that student that may not be extremely skilled physically says how much they love PE.
A path towards public school education was my cello professor at the University of Michigan. I was my undergraduate degree is in performance, and I was looking to become a cello professor. So I was auditioning for graduate school in performance, and I had mono at the time. It was not a good experience. And I remember him coming up to me after I played. I was pretty upset because I was so weak and so nervous. That's not a good combination. And he said, "Wendy, you do so much work with kids. Have you thought about being a public school music educator?" And I hadn't. And I said, I'll give it a try. And I'm really grateful that he said that to me, because it really changed the entire path of my life. And I don't think I would have ever gotten the moments that we were speaking of early, those moments that make you say, "This is why I'm here," if I hadn't gone this path. So I'm very thankful for that.
For me, I think it was a world language teacher that I had in high school. She was so inspirational. From the moment you walked into her classroom, you could just feel the creativity. She really made a true effort to get to know each of her students. She would spend her passing time in the hallway, communicating with her students and their friends, even getting to know them. She would spend her free time after school attending their sporting events, helping them search for scholarship opportunities. I just remember getting my first teaching job and actually calling her at home and sharing in that excitement with her, inviting her to my wedding. It was a great inspirational teacher to have.
Mine was actually in 8th grade. We partnered with a special education classroom. So it was a student in the classroom. We do things together like rollerblading. We went on picnics, visited each other's classrooms. And so I remember his name was Josh. And just from that moment in 8th grade when we got to spend so much time together, it made a great passion and an impact on my heart and what I wanted to do in my future.
For me, I have a long list of teachers, world language teachers, my Spanish teacher, parents, grandparents, but one woman in particular that stands out was my dance teacher, Miss Sue, and you never wanted to let her down. And that was kind of, all of us felt that way. You kind of we were a little scared in her class. You left everything at the door. When you walked into her class, you just kind of felt like you were your true self. But really, in turn, she was teaching us about how to persevere, how to be passionate about something, how to take your talent and go with it and be happy doing it. And I'll never forget, I always keep her with me every single day.
I would say my high school director, Wally Ayat, actually. He was a very inspirational individual in the classroom, but had an interest in each of the students personally and really cared about all the students that were in his class.
For me, growing up, we had a family friend who struggled with Fragile X, and so working with him in summer camp, I was kind of his buddy and would try to help him stay up with all the activities, and then talking with his family when we would get together at their house or at our house of how he was struggling to participate in school made me realize what a need there was for someone to be an advocate for students with disabilities and different kinds of needs.
For me, it was actually my flute students. In high school, I would teach younger students how to play the flute and how to, challenge themselves in music. And through doing that for multiple years, I realized that the passion was inside me. So my students actually inspired that within me and taught me that I had a heart for teaching.
I mean, I've had a lot of influences in my life, and one thing I guess was probably the most important to me was growing up, giving tennis lessons to a bunch of kids in the summertime, and it allowed me just to have a bunch of fun and enjoy what I was doing. And I didn't really realize that at the time, but those kids, the impact they had on me, and just being able to do something that you're passionate about and love, and at the same time enjoy it every single day and see the joy on other people's faces when you're doing it, was huge to me.
One thing, hands down, I would tell any student interested in going into teaching is do so many different classroom site visits. Try out different classrooms, different school districts, different teachers, learn different teaching styles. I never thought I would end up at an alternative high school, and it is my passion, it is my love, it is where I'm meant to be. And try it out, try different things out till you find what you really where you're meant to be.
I think I would say just to learn to be flexible, to get to know your students, understand their needs, challenge them every day, and learn alongside them.
I would tell them that relationships just are key. We have this responsibility to teach curriculum and all subject areas, but the heart of teaching is in the relationships that you form with your students.
I would say to remember why you went into teaching, because you're passionate about it, and no matter what happens with politics or anything else in the state of Michigan or in the country, remember that, and it will make your job so rewarding. Just remember that you're passionate.
Don't ever give up. There will be days where you want to give up, but keep persevering and work through it, and the things that your students will show you is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Enjoy every day, enjoy those tough days, and even when you feel really down, understand that the time you have with those kids is so short. How can you impact them in a positive way each and every day?
To go along with that, I would say just to make sure that you're being mindful of those really great moments that you have with your students, and to be present in those moments, because sometimes all the other things can kind of bring you down a little bit, and just make sure that you're putting your energy and your heart into the right things.
And to be patient, and to know that every student that walks into your class or into your school or in the halls has a story that you don't know, and to be patient with them.
I think one other thing that you really need to think about when you go into this field is that you have to maintain a personal balance, and you have to take care of yourself. You put so much time, effort, passion, love, tears, sweat into this career, and you give so much to your students. You have to make sure that you balance your own life so that you can take care of yourself to have more for your students.
I chose Clarkston because I went through Clarkston schools, and I really appreciated the education that I received, and I wanted to give back to the community and become a part of that.
I chose Clarkston because it was actually a school district I was aware of when I was in high school, having come across them doing competitive marching band. Clarkston and Flushing were both competitive with one another, so very fortunate when an opening appeared.
I'd say the kids chose me. I was substituting in a few districts when I first started out, and I just fell in love with working with the kids in the SPICE program, and I continued working there, and then I ended up at an ASD classroom at Bailey Lake, and I went back to school for my master's degree to be with these students, so they chose me. And I love the community. It's a great community. We're moving our family here next month to be in Clarkston as well.